The transport shuttle touched down on Colony World Kepler 442b with barely a whisper, its anti-grav generators humming their final notes. Elena pressed her violet hand against the viewport, her bioluminescent markings flickering nervously across her skin, a Zetherian physiological response she'd never quite mastered controlling. 3 years of subspace travel, countless language lessons, and one badly translated contract later, she was finally here to meet her arranged husband. Adam Reeves was supposed to be waiting at the landing platform. The settlement coordinator had promised as much. He wasn't. Instead, a harried-looking woman with grease-stained coveralls and a screaming infant stood beside the landing zone marker. 2 other children, a boy of perhaps 8 and a girl no older than 6, clung to her legs like barnacles on a ship's hull. "You must be the Zetherian?" The woman's voice carried exhaustion like a physical weight. "I'm Sarah, Adam's wife." She said the last word with particular emphasis, as if defending territory. "There's been a misunderstanding." Elena's translator implant caught up a microsecond later, and her markings flared bright crimson, the Zetherian equivalent of a blush mixed with mortification. "Wife? But the contract said—" "I know what the damn contract said." Sarah shifted the wailing infant to her other hip. "Adam filled it out drunk 3 years ago after I left him. We reconciled 8 months later. The Interstellar Marriage Bureau doesn't exactly have a great cancellation policy. The absurdity of traveling 47 light years to a failed marriage arrangement would have been funny if Elena's entire savings hadn't funded the journey. Her homeworld's economy had collapsed after the Stellar Convergence War. This contract had been her only escape from the refugee camps. "I have nowhere else to go," Elena whispered, her translator barely catching the words. Sarah's expression softened. She glanced at her children, then back at Elena. "Look, we can't send you back. That would be a death sentence with the current travel restrictions. And honestly," she laughed bitterly, "I could use the help. Adam works the terraform station 16 hours a day. I'm managing the entire homestead, 3 kids, and a failing atmospheric processor by myself. You're offering me employment. I'm offering you survival. We all do what we must." The homestead was a prefabricated dome structure, its walls reinforced against Kepler 442b's violent dust storms. Inside, chaos reigned. Dishes overflowed the sanitizer. The atmospheric recycler wheezed ominously. The 2 older children immediately demanded Elena's attention. "Are you really an alien?" The boy, Marcus, asked, eyes wide. "Can you change colors like a chameleon?" His sister Emma added. Elena's markings shifted through the spectrum involuntarily. Surprise yellow, amusement green, warmth orange. The children squealed with delight. Over the following weeks, an unexpected rhythm emerged. Elena discovered that Zetherian biology included enhanced pattern recognition, perfect for diagnosing mechanical failures. She fixed the atmospheric processor in 2 days, something Adam had been attempting for months. Her 4-fingered hands, though alien, proved remarkably adept at braiding Emma's hair and helping Marcus with his calculus homework. Adam remained distant, polite, but guilty. He worked his shifts and slept in the primary bedroom with Sarah. Elena made her quarters in the storage bay she'd converted into living space. But the children chose differently. Marcus brought her his nightmares about the dust storms. Emma insisted Elena teach her Zetherian color language. Baby Thomas, who'd screamed at first sight of her, now refused to sleep unless Elena's bioluminescent markings provided his nightlight. "They've never bonded with anyone like this," Sarah admitted one evening, watching Emma fall asleep against Elena's shoulder. "Not even Adam's mother." "Human children are remarkably adaptable," Elena replied. "Perhaps because they haven't learned fear yet. Or perhaps because you're patient, kind, and actually present." Sarah's voice cracked. "Adam loves them, but he's drowning trying to keep us financially stable. And I'm drowning trying to keep us physically alive. You've been more of a parent these past months than—" She stopped herself. The truth crystallized between them, unspoken but understood. When the Interstellar Marriage Bureau finally processed Adam's cancellation request 6 months later, the legal representative appeared via hologram with bureaucratic indifference. "Ms. Elena, you're entitled to return passage to Zetheria or settlement compensation." "Neither," Elena said firmly. Marcus held one hand, Emma the other. "I request legal guardianship status. Shared parental rights. The representative blinked. That's highly irregular. So is everything about this situation? Adam interjected, speaking directly to Elena for the first time in weeks. But if you're willing, we'd be honored. Sarah nodded, tears streaming. The kids love you. We love you, just differently than the contract intended. Elena's markings cycled through every color in her emotional spectrum before settling on a steady, warm gold. Contentment, belonging, home. On Zetheria we have a saying, family is not the DNA we inherit but the bonds we choose to nurture. I choose this. The legal documents were filed. Elena's status changed from mail-order bride to legal co-guardian. That night, as 3 children slept peacefully in their beds and 2 humans finally rested without the weight of impossible burdens, a Zetherian woman stood beneath Kepler 442b's twin moons. Her bioluminescent markings painted the darkness with stories of resilience, humanity's and her own. She had come seeking a husband and found something infinitely more valuable, a family who chose her back. And wasn't that the most human thing of all?